Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. I'm starting the video a little bit differently this week because I think that without an introduction to what's happening on this video it might seem a little bit disjointed. Basically what happened this weekend is we had to take our daughter up to an archaeological dig at a place called Wick, which is in the far northeast of Scotland. It's almost at John O'Groats, that's how far it is. And we'd only got the weekend and the Monday and the Tuesday to do it, to get up there and get back. What that meant was we did a 530-mile drive up there in one day on the Saturday. The Sunday we had up there to do what we liked at Wick, and the Monday we drove halfway down into the Scottish border, and the Tuesday we drove all the rest of the way back. Now I wanted to do a vlog while I was up there, and my intention was to do a landscape vlog because I know the coastline there is absolutely gorgeous. There's some fantastic castles. I am sure in the future I will do a landscape video up there. Caithness is really underrated for that sort of thing, so yeah, look for something like that in the future, and that's what I'd planned to do this week. However, the weather was really grey and boring, and it just wasn't coming together for a landscape video. Surprisingly to me, there was an awful lot of wildlife up there that I hadn't thought that in such a short time that I would be able to hook up to. And really what this video is about is the fact that changing my perspective from doing a landscape video to a wildlife video, and then battling with things that you know that if there's a couple of things, and that's what the title alludes to, sometimes you can have the animal or the bird where you want it and the light is just not good enough. So it's either light levels are too low or it's just not giving you that light that you need that would really set the animal off. So from turning a good image into an absolutely stunning image basically. And other times you come across something that you know that if you had 3 or 4 days there to concentrate on that one thing, you could come back with some stunning images. And that really is what this video is about. It's a case of changing from one thing to another and then not having the right light, the gorgeous light that I wanted to get the images that I wanted, and then also not having the time that I wanted to spend on one particular thing to stake something out because I just didn't have the time. So hopefully you'll pick that up from this video, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and you'll see where I'm coming from with these images. Yeah, I got images. I'm going to put the images up there. Some of them I'm not very happy with at all. Some are just record shots really, to show that I'd actually seen the thing. But yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic place, and you know, in sort of one full day, if I can see that up there, then you know, just imagine what you can do with a week or 2 weeks up there. But absolutely stunning place. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you later. So anyway, we needed to bring the dog out, so we brought her out on this lovely beach this morning, and luckily for me, bought the big lens. So I've already done a bit of photography, and you can see some of those images now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the rest of this trip. We're doing a walk with Leia this afternoon. Probably if there's any wildlife, I'll take some images there. Not sure where we're stopping tonight either, which might mean an opportunity to take some landscape images. So yeah, it is a bit of a mishmash this week. You'll get what you get, but I've got some lovely wader pictures this morning, and as I say, you'll be seeing those now. And got wet through lying in the sand taking them, but really enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see what happens this afternoon, and then tomorrow it's halfway down and we're stopping in the Scottish borders for the night, and then we'll make our way back down home after that. So yeah, the content may be a little bit disjointed this week, but if it shows a little bit of this part of Scotland that I don't think a lot of people come to. I think the North Coast 500 made it a little bit more popular, and in some ways that's not a good thing, the state that some people leave the countryside, but that's for somebody else to address. But anyway, we're going to head off the beach now, go and get some lunch, and then we'll do this walk this afternoon, and I'll see if I can get some more pictures there, and if I do, obviously I'll bring you along with me. So I'll see you later. Hello again. I'm following on from this morning. We're coming on a walk this afternoon. It's a archaeological trail that Leia wants to show. She's not walked it all before, so we've come over to a lock, and we're going to walk around the edge of there. Again, the weather's not improved. I've got the wildlife lens out ready just in case, so I'll be walking around with that, but if I see any landscape image possibilities, I'll take those as well. And then I think what the plan is for later is to go and park near the castle where we parked last night, which is, if I get this right, it's Sinclair Gurnigo Castle. And obviously if we get a chance to do any sort of nighttime photography or sort of dramatic images of the castle, then I'll do that as well. But as I say, the weather's been distinctly this weekend, so yeah, we'll just see what we can do really. But I was really happy with the images of the shorebirds this morning, and as I say, I've got the wildlife lens ready just in case I see anything else. So on that note, I'll catch the guys up and catch up with you later. Right, just thought I'd catch up with you. I think probably I'm going to end up ending the video here. I know it's been a short one this week. As you can probably see, I'm sat here now getting attacked by the venerable Scottish midgie. The walk that we were doing actually took us out onto the moors, and I was actually saying to Leia, you know, this would be ideal for Shorteared Owl or Hen Harrier. And we'd got quite a long way round, and there was a kestrel. Leia noticed a kestrel hovering, and I was just about to take some pictures of that, although to be fair, it was hovering into the wind and we were behind it, and it was never going to turn around to get a head-on shot. And over the next ridge I saw these two birds, and I'm pretty sure they were Hen Harriers, and they were, as they're called, sky dancers. They were dodging and weaving in the air, but they were such a long way away, and I got a couple of pictures from, bearing in mind I'm shooting with a 900mm lens equivalent on this A7r3. They were a long way away. Got a couple of snaps, and we made our way over to where I think they went down, and I'll show you what's in front of me at the minute. We're on the opposite, there's a little waterlogged valley in between us, a really boggy area, so we're actually right across the other side. And I'm sure they went down here, but I can't see anything now, and unless they come back up, which would be brilliant, but you know, sod's law, they won't. So, but it was so nice to see, because I think this is an old grouse moor, and I think it's now not managed particularly for grouse, so it would be great if there are Hen Harriers here, and you know, that they've nested this year. So I'm going to wait here a little bit longer and see if they come back. As long as I can stand the midges anyway, and then we'll head back out. But fantastic to see, and a lovely way to end this walk. Good morning everybody. I hadn't expected actually to be doing any more photography up here in Caithness. We're travelling back home, well, we're travelling to the Scottish borders today, and then making the trip down from there to home on Tuesday. But last night when we pulled up, we're at Sinclair, we're at Sinclair Gurnigo Castle, that's where we've parked in the camper van tonight. And as we pulled up, I always have the wildlife lens ready, and sometimes you just get an inkling about a place, and it just looked so good for short-eared owls, because there's all this really nice scrubland on the coast here. And sure enough, we had a short-eared owl in front of us, so the light was really getting bad. I managed to get a couple of images, but decided I'd try and come out this morning and get some more. In the end last night there were 2 short-eared owls flying around, but the light just got too bad to take any images, so I thought I'd give it a go this morning. Now, I've been here since 5:30, and from last night I noted that where the sort of owl's main route was that they were taking, so they seem to be doing a bit of a circular circuit around and coming over this wall that I'm up against this morning on a regular basis. So that I came out here and set up here this morning, and sure enough, 5:30, 6 o'clock, I had 3 short-eared owls come over the top of me. Now, whether one was doing a circuit, it seemed pretty soon after for it to be the same owl, so I think potentially there's 3 short-eared owls up here at least, and but it was just too dark to take any pictures. And it's one of those mornings this morning that's not really got light, and it's now sort of 7:15, and the owls have sort of disappeared, so I'm suspecting that I'm not going to get any shots. But I'll put a couple of images, hopefully, that have come out okay. I say it's high ISO that I was shooting last night, but and they weren't as close as I wanted them to be. I think if I'd got the light this morning from early on, then potentially there'd have been some cracking shots this morning. But that's wildlife photography for you in a nutshell, really. You have to get everything coming together at the right time, and it's you know, not often that happens, which is why we're always striving for that next image that's going to be better than the last one, I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here for this time. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you next week for another video. If you do get the chance, what I would say, I know it's a long way up here to Caithness, but I'd come up here expecting to do a landscape video because there's some wonderful sorry, I was just seeing what that was shooting across there. Yeah, I was coming up here to do some landscape photography, really, because there's some wonderful castles on the coastline here. Anybody who's seen Game of Thrones, yeah, it looks very Westeros, if you like. These really dark castle ruins on the coastline with, if you get some nice dramatic sky, which again, we haven't had this time, so really put paid to the landscape video I was going to do. But yeah, if you get the chance to come up to Caithness, and obviously now, I mean, as regards wildlife, it's been absolutely fantastic up here. With better weather, oof, it would have been great. So hopefully I'm going to get up here again. It's a long journey, but yeah, I absolutely love it up here. I'll see you next week for another video, and take care till then. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please think about subscribing.